In our previous class, we were doing about reflection, rotation, translation, all that, right? So when you see an image of yours in the mirror, you are reflecting that. Reflection will be there. Okay. Or rotation means what? When you rotate an object or anything from a specific point, that is rotation. Okay. And then translation means what? From one place to the other place. That is, you have the figures like this. What all degrees it's translating. Okay, so these things are all under translation. Okay, that is B, from B it's coming to B dash. How many jumps it's going? Left hand side or right hand side, all that. That is translation. Okay, so these are the things we learned. That is reflection, rotation, translation. Okay, now we will start with the sixth one. Sixth one also has to be done in the book only. Okay, all these in the book only. Only one or two sums will be done in the classwork. Remaining all the things will be in the book only. Okay, so here you have the sixth one. Rotate the pre-images in each of these cases as directed above the green point. So here you have, see the point A is over here. Okay, you can see the point A over here. Now what they are telling is 90-degree clockwise. Okay, it is going clockwise means what? It is going in this direction. That is called clockwise direction. You can see the clock now, how the seconds hand, minutes hand and all goes. So that is clockwise direction. So here you have the first point A is over here. So where will be your A dash? That is what they mean. Okay, so this is your A over here. So when it rotates, your A dash will come over here. So this is your A and this is the new point A dash. So please mark it in this place. Okay, that is after that green dot, 2 dots more. So this is your A dash. Okay, here 2 dots it's going down, 2 dots it's going here. Then fully if you want it will go up and like this. So this is the direction of clockwise direction. Okay, the second one you have is 180 degree. 180 degree means what? It will be a straight line. Okay, you keep a scale like this, it will be a straight line. That is what is 180 degree. Or you can see from the protractor itself. When you see the protractor itself, this angle is how much? 180 straight line. Okay. So straight line means what? Your point B is over here. Okay. How many dots? 1, 2. So here also you have to put 1 and 2. So your B dash is over here. Okay. You can see your B dash. This is your B dash. B dash is over here. So this will be your B and this will be your B dash. Okay, so please mark it with pencil in your textbook. The next thing what you have is C. Now what they have given for C? 270 degree counterclockwise direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. So here you have anti-clockwise means it will go like this, the other way. Not the clockwise, the other way, that is called counterclockwise. So this is your C. How many jumps? 1, 2, like this. So again the same way it will go like this. So this is your C dash. See where I have put the C dash? Exactly you mark your C dash like this in the textbook. So this completes your 6th Roman letter. Yes, very interesting and very easy, right? So this completes your 6th Roman letter. Now next we will go for the next one, that is 7th one. See, this fully has to be done in the textbook only. I'll tell you which sum is there in the classwork, okay? That alone we will do in the classwork. The 12th one alone you have to do in the classwork. Remaining all are in the textbook only. Okay, so here you have the 4th one, 90 degree counterclockwise. Okay, 90 degree counterclockwise. So this is your A, B, C, this triangle. See how they have given the direction? Counterclockwise, that is anti-clockwise direction. So this is your A, B, C. So where your A will go, the triangle will move like this. Okay, it will rotate like this. So your new positions will be, your A dash will be over here, your B dash will be over here. This is your C dash. This point is your C dash. So this is your A dash, your B dash and your C dash. This will be your 90 degree clockwise. Okay, this counterclockwise, sorry, 90 degree counterclockwise. Next one, you have the 5th one, 90 degree clockwise. Okay, clockwise means what? In this direction. So this is your A. So your A dash will come over here. Okay, then B dash, C dash and D dash. This will be your new position. Same way 180 degree. So 180 degree where it will go? It will just be ulta, upside down. So this is your A, B, C, D. This will be A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Okay, the figure will be just upside down. That will be your 180 degree. Okay, fully it will be rotated. So this is the new position A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. That's all. Now the next one you have identify the transformation. Okay, identify the transformation. Now the first thing when you see the first pink image, this image is like this and this is like this, the second image. So what you have, this is the reflection of this image, right? When you see a mirror, how you will see? This will be the reflection, no? So this first one is reflection. Write this one in the textbook. REFLECTION, reflection. First answer. Now second one what they have given? Second one, see, they have given the figure like this. This is a trapezium, right? So when you see a trapezium, this figure is like this. Now it is rotated like this. So it's becoming like this. Okay, this side was horizontal. Now it is vertical, right? So this is called rotation. So eighth one is rotation. Then you have the third one. See, the figure is the same. Almost the same, right? This is translation. So first one reflection, second one rotation. Okay, and the next one is translation. So these are the answers for the seventh one. Okay, so please write the answers in the textbook. Now next sum also in the textbook only. Okay, 10th one. See, 10th one they have given a figure over here. So a pool of fish translates from point F to point D. Okay, you can see this is the point F. Okay, and this is the point D. Now what they are telling is, first one is describe the translation of the pool of the fish. Okay, describe the translation of the pool of the fish. Now see, where is your point F and where is your point D? So first you see how many jumps it's going. Okay, that is, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See here properly. When you see this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 jumps and down how much? 1, 2. So what you will write for the first one? 7 jumps to your which side? Right hand side, right? 7 jumps to your right hand side and 2 jumps down. That is your new point D. From F to D, how it's going? 7 jumps to your right hand side and 2 jumps down. So you will write like this. 7 and here you will put one arrow mark for the right hand side direction and then 2 jumps down. So this will be your answer. Okay, like this you have to write. 7 like this and 2 like this. Okay, like this you have to write the answer. Okay. So this is your first one. Now second one what they are telling? B part they are telling is, can the fishing boat make the same translation? Now this is the fishing boat, okay. Now suppose if the fishing boat also makes that same translation, means what? The same thing. 7 this side, right hand side and 2 down. That is the same thing, okay. If the fishing boat also does the same thing, what will happen? So this will not happen, okay. This why this will not happen? Because it will land on the land if translated. So you write the answer, no, okay, no, comma, it will land on the land if translated. Okay, so that is how you will do the B part. Now the third one is, describe the translation of the fishing boat could make to get to the point D. So this is the fishing boat over here. How it will go to the point D. Okay, this is the fishing boat over here. how it will go to the point D. That is what they are asking. So how it will go? It will go 5 to the right and 3 down. So this will be the answer for this. C. Okay. Now the next one. So this is how you will do this 10th one. Okay. So do it in the textbook itself. Write the answers with the reason. Now 11th one. Find the transformation that will map footprint A into indicated footprint. From A you have to match. Okay. From the footprint A you have to match either to B or to C or to D, like that, or to E. So first one you have from A you have to mark to B. Okay. So from A you have to mark to D means B means what? See, this is same. Like this you had, no? Like here you had translation. Okay, you had like this, no? Same type. It will be looking alike. Yes or no? That is translation. So here you have from A to footprint B. Now when A and B, when you see, it is C. The dot is also over here. This dot is also near this. Yes or no? So from A to B, what you have, it is translation. So write the answer, translation. For first one, answer is translation. 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 Second one, what you have is footprint C. Okay. Now when you see the footprint C, this is your footprint C. Okay. How the position is going from A to C. Okay. Now when you see this A figure is like this. Okay. This is over here. So this figure is C ulta, like this. So here you have reflection about horizontal. You have to write. Okay, second part you have to write reflection about horizontal. Second one. Now third one is footprint D. Now this is your D over here. Okay, this is your D over here. So third one, footprint D. So what you will get? This will be reflection about vertical line. Okay, see this point, this is over here. This figure is coming this side. Okay, so that is reflection. When you see the image in your mirror, what you will see? Like that same way. So this will be reflection about vertical line. The last one, fourth one, you have footprint E. Now this is your E. Now E, what they are doing is, this figure is fully rotated. Okay, so here you have to write rotation about the heel, H-E-E-L. Rotation about the heel for the fourth part. Fourth part you have to write this answer. Okay, so this completes your 11th one. Now we will go for the 12th one. 12th one, what they are telling is, in the given diagram, the blue figure is an image of the pink figure. Okay, the blue figure is the image of the pink figure. So what they are telling is, choose an angle of or vertex from the pre-image and name its image. So like for M, what will be the image? M dash. For N, what will be the image? N dash. Like that you have to write. Okay, so 12th one alone we will do in the classwork. So in the classwork you wrote some definitions now. After that definitions you write exercise 4.1. Okay, exercise 4.1, question number 12. So write it like this. Over here. Okay, write it like this. So this is exercise 4.1, question number 12. First part. First part you have to write image of angle L is L dash. Okay, like you have the image L. For that it is L dash. For N it is N dash. For M it is M dash. For L it is L dash. Like that you have to write. That's all. Very simple. So you write image of angle L is L dash. Image of angle M is M dash. Then image of angle N is N dash. And image of angle O is O dash. Okay. Only N dash you write. Okay. Then image of vertex L is L dash. Image of vertex M is M dash. Then image of vertex N is N dash. Image of vertex O is O dash. This is the first part. The second part what they are telling is write the corresponding sides. So corresponding sides will be what? See, suppose if you take n dash m dash, that will be nm. So nm and n dash m dash are corresponding sides. Or you take on and o dash n dash corresponding sides. Or you take lm and l dash m dash are corresponding, like that. So corresponding sides you will write. The corresponding sides are lm and l dash m dash. Then mn and m dash n dash. Then on and n dash o dash. Okay. And then last one is ol and o dash l dash. So this is how you will do the 12th one. Okay. This is how you will do the 12th one. So this completes your this one. Okay. 12th one. Now you have the one words and this one. That also we will do it fast, and then we will start with the concentric circles. So here you have the 13th one. In the diagram at the right, the green figure is a translation image of the pink figure. Write the coordinate rule that describes the translation. So how many positions is going right or left, like that they are asking. Okay, so here when you see the green is over here, then 1, 2, 3. 3 jumps, it's going to which side? Right hand side. So 3 right hand side arrow mark, and then after that what it's happening, it's going down. After 3 jumps to its right hand side, it's coming down. Right. So this will be your arrow mark. So 3 to your right and 1 down. This will be your arrow mark. This is how you will do this. Okay. So this completes your 13th one. So just you have to write this, that's all. Okay, only this much you have to write it in the textbook itself. Now the next one, 14th one you have. A dash is a turn about a point. Okay, that is your rotating. So that is rotation. 14th one is rotation. 15th one, a dash is a flip over the line. See, all these you have written as definitions, no? In the previous class. That same thing only they have asked us multiple choice. So a dash is a flip over the line. That is reflection. Okay, so this 15th one is reflection. Next one what you have is 16th one. 16th one what they are giving, a dash is a slide, move without turning or flipping the shape. That is translation. Okay, like this. This is the translation. So this one is translation. 16th one is translation. Then 17th one you have, the transformation used in the picture is rotation. 18th one you have, the transformation used in the picture is translation. Okay, so these are the different things you have in the figure. Now the 19th one what they have told is, you must rotate the puzzle piece 270 degree clockwise about the point P to fit into the puzzle. Okay, these type of puzzles you have when you were doing this one. Small children, when you were small, you used to do these type of puzzles, now fixing that and all. That same thing they have asked here. Okay. So, which piece fits the puzzle as shown? So, here, which piece will be fitting over here and what angle they are going? 270 degree clockwise. Okay, so this will go like this, clockwise 270 degree. 360 means it will be complete. Okay, it's going till 270 degree clockwise. So, this will be your answer. So 19th one you have the third option. Okay, 19th one you have the third option. Tick the third option. So this completes your exercise 4.1. Now we will go for 4.2. In 4.2 what you have, that is also very easy exercise. Okay, you have construction of concentric circles. Now what do you mean by concentric circles? Concentric circles means it will be like this. One circle over here, again one more circle over here with the same center. The center will be same. That is what is called a concentric circles. Two or more circles with same center is called a concentric circle. Okay. Two or more circles with the same center, we call it as a concentric circle. So that is what we are going to draw in the next exercise. Now when you see a circle, you know what the center of the circle, right? When you are drawing a circle, what you will do? First you will mark the center point. Okay, first you will mark the center point, and whatever radius is given, that radius you will take in your compass, right? That radius you will take in your compass and you will draw the circle. So this is the center of the circle and this is the radius. Radius means what? The distance from the center to the circle. That is called radius of the circle. Okay. Now suppose if they have given diameter, what you will do? Diameter means this full length. Okay. This full length is diameter. The full length you see, that is the diameter. So radius will be what? Half of diameter. Suppose diameter they are giving as 12 centimeter. Radius will be how much? Half of that. That is 6 centimeter. Half of, if it is 12, it will be 6. If it is 10, it will be 5. Like that. Okay. So we will start the exercise. Okay. So we will start with exercise 4.2 in the classwork. Okay. So take your classwork. Write exercise 4.2. So what they have given here is draw circles. The first Roman letter is circles. Second Roman letter is concentric circles. Okay. So here you have draw circles for the following measurements of radius r or diameter d. Whatever is given. If diameter is given, make it half. Okay. Diameter is given, make it half because radius is half of the diameter. Or diameter is double of the radius. Anyway you can say. So the first one they are giving is radius is 4 centimeter. See, in all this you need to write the steps of construction. Okay. Whatever you have done in your own words, you can write the steps of construction. So here you have your first one. R is given as how much? 4 centimeter. Okay. So we will start with that exercise 4.2. Here first one they have given us R equals 4 centimeter. This is the first one, right? Question number 1, first part. This is R equals 4 centimeter. So first thing what you will do when you are drawing a circle, the first thing is you should mark the center point. Okay. Anywhere you can mark the center point. Okay. Mark the center point and then take your compass. See, as I told you, whenever you are using a pencil, your pencil should be smaller than your compass. Okay. Don't take a pencil which is bigger than your compass. Okay. Make it smaller than that. Now what radius they have given? They have given the radius as 4 centimeter. So take your scale. Okay. And exactly mark 4 centimeter you take. Okay. So when you see this, this is your 4 centimeter. Okay, you can see this is your 4 centimeter in your compass. So what we will do, here this is the point we have marked now. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to draw one circle. And when you are holding it, hold your compass over here. Okay. Hold your compass over here on the top. See how I have hold it. Like that you have to hold the compass. And you have to draw the circle. Leave some gap and do, okay children? Okay, so it should not go to here, okay? This is the heading, no, don't go till here. So leave some gap and do, okay? So this is your 4 centimeter. And then just draw one line over here to show the radius. Anywhere you can draw. Okay, you can draw like this or horizontally or slanting. Anywhere you can draw. And write here 4 centimeter with pencil. Okay, write here 4 centimeter with pencil. And then name this point as O. Center point usually we name it as O. Okay, the center point usually we name it as O. And here you can take anything. Any alphabet you can take. Okay. Any alphabet you can take. That's all. So here you have to take anything. A, B or anything you can take. Okay. So this is your O and this is your A. So this is how you will draw the circle. After that what you have to do? You have to write the steps of construction. Okay. So write here steps of construction. Okay, steps of construction. So first thing what we have done, First you have marked the point O, right? So first step you write, mark a point O on the paper. The first point what you have written, what we are doing is mark a point O on the paper. You can put asterisk like this and write. See how I have written. Like this you write, put asterisk and write all the points. The next thing what we are doing is, we are taking the compass and we are taking 4 centimeter, right? So you write, extend the compass distance equal to radius 4 centimeter. Okay, extend the compass distance equal to radius 4 centimeter. Next point is, at O, keep the pointer of this compass and slowly rotate around to get a circle. Okay, at O, keep the pointer of the compass and slowly rotate around to get a circle. That's all. So this is the required circle what we have to draw. Okay, like this you have to do the remaining sums. Whatever measurement they have given, you have to see that, draw the circle and then write these steps. That's all. Okay. So only thing is the radius will change. Whatever radius is given, that radius alone will change in the remaining sums steps. Okay, so please write the steps of the remaining sums on your own. See the first one and then same way you have to write the steps for the other sums. Okay. So here you have the second one. Second one what they are giving is, diameter is given as 12. Okay, now diameter is given as 12 means what? What will be your radius? The radius will be d by 2, that is 12 by 2, that equals 6. The diameter will be how much? 6 centimeter. Okay, so you have to take 6 centimeter in your compass. Okay, 6 centimeter you have to take. Okay, how much it 6 will be? This much. This is your 6 centimeter. Okay, this is your 6 centimeter. Okay, and that 6 centimeter, first you will put a dot. Okay, first you will put a dot over here. Wherever you are drawing, put a dot and then 6 centimeter you have to rotate. So it will go somewhere over here. Okay, see that it's not going to your headings. Okay, be careful. So you have to draw like this. This is your 6 centimeter. And then write it over here. Show the radius like this. And write here 6 centimeter. That's all. Okay, so this is your second sum. So what if the diameter is given, what you have to do? You have to make it half and make it show the radius. So name this as O, center, and this is your A or any alphabet you can give. Okay, so this completes your second one. Same way you can do the remaining sums. Okay, how many more sums are there? R is given 3.5. So 3.5 will be a small circle. So 3.5. Then next one is 6.5. 6.5 you will have a big circle. And next is diameter is given as 6. When diameter is 6, what will be the radius? Radius will be 3. Okay, so please complete the remaining sums as homework. Don't forget to write the steps of construction. Okay, the steps what we wrote for the previous sum, the same thing you have to write for this one also. Okay, so please write the steps of construction also for all the sums. Now the next one what you have is, draw concentric circles for the following measurements of radii or diameter and find out the width of the circular ring. Width of the circular ring means what? This part. This pink color shaded part is there, no? That is called width of the circular ring. Okay, that is the outer radius minus the inner radius. The big radius minus the small radius. That is what is this one, width of the circular ring. Okay. So here you have the first one they have given, radius they have given as 3 and one more radius they have given as 5. So here the small radius is given as 3, the capital radius is given as 5. Okay, so both the circles you have to draw with the same center. That is what is called concentric circle. Okay, so suppose if I put my dot over here. Okay, anywhere you can put. Okay, you put the dot over here. First you draw the small one or the big one. Anyone you can draw first. So first I am drawing the small one, 3 centimeter. So first you take your 3 centimeter circle. This is your 3 centimeter, right? Okay, 3 centimeter. So hold your compass over here. The compass pointer should be on the point what you have marked. Okay. And then hold your compass like this. And then draw the circle. This is your first circle. Okay, what you are drawing, that will be your first circle. Okay, this is your first circle. Now the second one what they are telling is 5 centimeter. So 5 centimeter, the next circle you take again with the help of your this one. This is your 5 centimeter. So take your 5 centimeter, the same center. Okay, the center should be same. Okay, the center what you are marking should be the same. So again it will go like this. Okay, so this is your second circle. So mark it. Anywhere you can mark, okay. Like this. This is your 3 centimeter. And the other one is 5 centimeter. Okay, one is 3 centimeter, other one is 5 centimeter. So I am naming this center as O. Okay, the center point, I am naming it as O. This is my A and this is my point B. That's all. And what do you mean by the width? The outer radius minus the inner radius. So this will be your thing. Okay. So complete this also in your classwork. Okay. So here you have the remaining sums of first Roman letter homework and second Roman letter you do second one, third one, fourth one. Okay. These much sums you do as homework for today.